yeah, it's game time. It's game time. Let me see what's going on real quick. Make sure you guys got covered real quick. Community gathering. Tonight we are talking about Melanin. What's poppin', y'all? What's poppin'? Yes. This is the community gather. I love you as well. I pray everyone is doing amazing. You know how we do it, man, the community gathering. You know, go ahead and grab your oodles and noodles. Go ahead and grab your fruit, your juice. Go ahead and roll up. You feel me? We finna go brazy tonight. But we ain't gonna go too brazy, but you know. So we finna vibe out. You know how we do it. Let everybody come on in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, senor. Look, it's gold roses in my bathtub. Water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my flow too. I walk God, might as well paint my flow blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom. Bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. Look, I write my goals and follow through, cause that's my focus. I mean my goals halfway, cause that's the local point. If that shit destroy my peace, I don't care what that is. Grab a lighter, burn some sage, I don't know what that is. It's all good, keep it moving, keep that vibe right. Make sure you meditate to keep that mind right. Burn some sage, keep it moving, keep that vibe right. Make sure you meditate to keep that mind right. It's gold roses in my bathtub. Water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my flow too. I walk out, might as well paint my flow blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom. Bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. All my niggas breathe in. All my niggas breathe out. Hey, burn some Palo Santo, huh? I got you. Look, hey, take a break and smell the flowers while you still can. Better tell your folks you love them while you still can. It's gold roses in my blood when I smoke too. Spiritual practice with these songs make me float too. These next 3 days I ain't eating, see I'm fasting. Feeling closer to my God, I got passion. See I used to carry hate, but I got past it. So much pain up in my heart, it had me lashing. Rosemary on my temples, here with migraines. It's an honor being of service, that's on my name. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. It's gold roses in my bathtub. Water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my flow too. I walk out, you might as well paint my flow blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom. Bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. Yeah, y'all know, man, we just vibing out real quick. Let everybody come on in. You know, go ahead and I love you as well. Go ahead and roll up, get your juice, get your smoothies, get your fruit, get your oodles and noodles, get your peanut, your PBJ, you feel me? Get your ham sandwiches. We vibing out. Then we gonna jump in, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do it. Yeah. If I didn't die, then I'm sorry. Look. If I ain't tell you that I love you, well I promise I do. Sometimes yeah I may forget, but you ain't walked in my shoes. So much trauma down that road, you had no choice, huh? You tryna speak, but they wouldn't listen, you had no voice, huh? See I understand how you feeling, no more feelings, huh? See I understand your love healing, but it's killing, huh? It's like your heart was up for grabs and they just stealing, huh? That ice running through your veins, now you chilling, huh? See I'm just trying to give more than I receive now. I started meditating, trying to find some peace now. I changed my diet, vibrating higher, no sheeps now. And burn some sage, make your bed, change your sheets now. If I ain't tell you I love you, well I do. Seeing this blunt, I got lavender and chamomile. I'm sitting back reminiscing, I ain't have a meal. I'm speaking affirmation to the sun, and the sun like angels round me. It's braids, I escape that gunfight. I feel the chill up in my bones, my spirit elevate. It's like I'm finally going home. You gotta learn to love yourself before you love someone else. You gotta learn to give it out before you get it for yourself. Look, see what you get is what you give. Your life is your state of mind, you living how you live. Look, respect yourself, nigga. Yeah, your life is your reflection. Bless yourself, nigga. And stop looking like everything is outside of you. Yeah, the moon, the stars is all inside of you. Look yourself in the mirror, do what you gotta do. And drop tears, cut off peers, do what you gotta do. Focus on yourself, don't let nobody bother you. And understand what you desire, she desire you. If I ain't tell you that I love you, well I promise I do. Sometimes yeah I may forget, but you ain't walking my shoes. So much trauma down that road, you had no choice, huh? You trying to speak, they wouldn't listen, you had no voice, huh? See I understand how you feeling, no more feelings, huh? See I understand your love healing and it's killing, huh?
Vibe out, then we're gonna let everybody come on in.
Close to the God.
Then we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna get in.
I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the me. I wake up and burn my sage in the morning. I sit back and close my eyes and feel the energy flowing. I turn vegan, yeah I changed my diet. I enjoyed my pork and beans, but it was too many dying. I started reading too, I started learning the truth. Understand a lot of shit I learned, it wasn't true. I started wanting land, attending the flowers. I started setting some intentions before I hop in the shower. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the me. I started meditating. I started finding peace. I stopped believing in this God and started believing me. I don't really smoke weed. See, I smoke herbs now. Chamomile and lavender, so calm your nerves now. I started healing trauma, you know, like shadow work. Ain't really had much growing up, so yeah, I did some dirt. But you see, I still forgive myself. I had to look up in the mirror, I had to heal myself. I had to understand my thoughts were powerful, nigga. I made sure I spoke my goals like every hourly, nigga. See, at this moment now, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me as long as I stay on track. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the me. Creating wealth for these generations. I'ma speak the truth, I'ma touch their heart, you can feel my penetration. I'ma make sure they remember this name. Even though I'm fully healed, I'ma still remember the pain. But it's okay though. I'm a god, bro. Energy can't be destroyed. I'm alive, bro. Now I understand. What you focus on, grow big. I focused on getting a million, and I damn sure did. Now just focus, bro. Just focus, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro. Now just focus, bro. Keep focused, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I am that. I've been that. And day by day, I'm gonna get closer to that. And I'm gonna forever be that. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. I am. How everybody doing tonight, man? What is everybody doing tonight? What are you feeling tonight? To every being that's on this live, I pray all is well. I pray all is well. I pray all is well. Back with another one. Just finished my first 7-day fruit fast. Amazing. Wow. That's beautiful. Congratulations on that. Where are you getting your Palo Santo from these days? A lot of them are gifted, man. I was gifted a whole bundle of them. I'm feeling love. I love it. Eating, feeling focused and love. I love it. Motivated, feeling refreshed. Cooking and feeling great. I love it. Feeling blessed. Yes, amazing. Ooh, wait. That's amazing. That's amazing. Amazing, grateful. How am I feeling? Right now, I'm definitely present. I'm excited. I'm inspired. I have been operating in the heart chakra, the loving space for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Beyond like the past weeks that I told y'all I was going through that transition. I've been like really intentional with a lot of things, you know. I feel as though after that transition a few weeks ago and feeling however I was feeling, I have been more focused, more disciplined, you know, more loving, more giving, more receptive as well. You know, more calm, less anxious, and more so also in a space of flow. You know what I'm saying? Like not worried about tomorrow, not worried about next week, not worried about yesterday, but just in the midst of just flowing and continually being in a space of gratitude and thankfulness. Because of course, that's the best space to be in. You know what I'm saying? The best space to be in is to be in a space of gratitude and thankfulness, because that is the space where everything that you desire literally just falls in your lap. When you're thankful for what you have, yet also still desire more, and you work towards that more, but do not obsess over the more, it's like the more literally falls in your lap. And I've just been in that space, man, and you know, not worrying, no fear, man, fearless, you know, so that is how I'm feeling. That is what I'm feeling, actually. So, you know, yeah, I pray everyone is doing amazing. But boom, we're going to jump into it, y'all. So welcome back. We're back with another community gathering. If this is your first time in the community gathering, if you have any questions, whatever questions, please know that this is a safe space to ask and to speak on
all of the above. We can speak about any and everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you have any questions, excuse me, if you have any questions, you can put the questions in the question box. And because this is a community gathering, you know, I also invite people on. So if you want to join my live, man, and we have a nice little dialogue, you know, and expound on things, elaborate on things, of course, you can request a video. All right. And as y'all can see, if this is your first time, again, welcome. Right. But as y'all can see, the quick topic I'm going to touch on is melanin. Yeah, I'm excited to touch on that. But y'all know how I like to start it, man. I like to start it, of course, with a, you know, with a quick little meditation, and then a quick little prayer, and then we're gonna jump into it. You feel me? 11:11. I feel you. Shit, it's 9:04 over here, thug. You feel me? All right, so boom. So we back. Like I said, how I like to start the community gatherings. I like to get the energy right, the vibes right. You know what I mean? So what I do is I start with our sound bowl. Then I jump into prayer. The sound bowl, we're going to meditate for about 30 seconds to a minute. This sound bowl is tuned to the frequency of the third eye, the pineal gland, which is, I like to call the first eye, because before we develop these two eyes, this is the first, you know, the first eye, the third eye, the pineal gland is what's developed before anything else. So we're going to do that. While we doing that, also, I want you guys to be intentional on breathing, right? We're going to breathe in our nose deeply and out of our nose. Also, the key is, instead of focusing on breathing through your chest, pull all that air, all of that oxygen inside of the stomach. All right. Be intentional with breathing, with deep breathing, because when you deep breathe and you breathe through the stomach, right, what happens is that you utilize the full capacity of your lungs instead of just breathing through your chest and only using not even half the capacity. All right. So let's jump into it. 30 seconds to a minute. We're going to jump into prayer. We're going to jump into the topic, community gathering. Y'all know how we do it. Let's do it, man. I would like to give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have put me in the position to obtain the knowledge that I have, to convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach myself, but the people, places, and things around me. I also send that same energy out to every being that's on this live, to every being that will watch this live and the interactions, to be able to obtain the knowledge that is spoken, and to convert that knowledge, to transmute that knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach themselves, but the people, places, and things around them. I also want to give honor and thanks to every being that is on this live and that is associated with this community, because I also understand, overstand, and understand that without the community, there wouldn't be a community. Without the people, there wouldn't be a community gathering. So I also give honor and thanks to the beings that's on this community gathering. Last but not least, I also want to put out into the universe that I pray that every word spoken, every vibration spoken, every intellect spoken vibrates on the same frequency as truth, life, power, and love. Ashe, Asheo, Amen, Amen, and all of the above that you self-subscribe to. What's popping, y'all? Grand, baby. Yeah, you know, like I said, we gotta start with the quick meditation, the quick prayer, and then we're gonna dive into it. Like I said, so real quick, if this is your first time on the community gathering, welcome. This is a safe space for all of us to speak, to ask, to elaborate, transparent, openness, and etc. And again, if this is your first time on the community gathering, if you have any questions for me, if you have any questions, please put the questions in the question mark. And also, if you want to join on my community gathering and, you know, we can have a dialogue, a face-to-face through this portal, through this portable device, right? If you want to join me, we can, you know, have a dialogue and elaborate. Just request a video. What's popping? Back in the community gathering, as y'all can see, man, like I said before earlier, man, the topic is about melanin, right? Melanin, man, melanin, the power of melanin, right? Now, real quick, I do want to let y'all know if y'all see me going back and forth, I'm also recording on my other phone for my YouTube, to put up on my YouTube. For those that's been asking about, you know, my community gatherings and general knowledge, why I haven't been uploading on YouTube. Tomorrow I will be uploading all information, all the community gatherings, all the lives, even part 2 of the last live as well, because I know the energy was so high last week. You know what I'm saying? We got cut off, and then I couldn't post and or find the second half, but you know, thankfully I got the second half of, you know what I'm saying, the last live. I will be going up on my YouTube, Thebloodthatheals, my general knowledge YouTube. All right. Yeah, for sure, man. What's poppin'? All right, boom. Let's jump into it, man. Melanin, y'all. Melanin. Again, I'm recording over here too, y'all. So I gotta, you feel what I'm saying? So when we speak about melanin, right? When we speak about melanin, now I'm gonna break this down because you have neuromelanin, and then you have the scientific replica of neuromelanin, which is melanin. And we're gonna break it down. All right. So when it comes to melanin, right, we have to understand that melanin is a biochemical, right? Melanin is a biochemical. When you break down biochemical, bio means life. All right. So that means melanin is literally a living thing. It's a living being, right? Melanin is also the brain of all the cells in the body as well, right? So the more melanin that you have, right, the more human you are. Now, the reason why I put emphasis on human is because when you break down the syllables of human, right, you got H-U-E, right? You got H-U-E, and then you have M-A-N. H-U-E is hue, right? When you break down the definition of hue, it's a thing, a person with color, right? And then you have man. So when the more melanin that you have, the more neuromelanin that you have, the more powerful you are, right? The more melanin, the more neuromelanin that you have, the more human that you are, right? The more vitamins, the more minerals, right, that you have than any other race or any other being, right, in this realm. Now, what we have to understand is that drugs, right, and I'm speaking more so chemically processed drugs, and I'm talking about the drugs that's in our food, because a lot of our food has toxins in it. A lot of our foods has pesticides in it, all kind of drugs, right? Even our tap water, right? You can research that. First off, we can't even drink our own water. We can't even drink our own tap water, right? And so when you do research on tap water, you will understand that inside of these tap waters is so many pharmaceutical drugs in it, and antibiotics and all kind of shit, right? So I'm basically bringing this up to emphasize the temple, right? So drugs destroy melanin, right? It destroys black people, quote unquote, black people, right? And so what you have to understand is that unnatural people do unnatural things, right? So when you have black people, right, the natural human, right? Now to study melanin is to study the world. To study melanin is to study all living beings, all living, natural living things, right? The body is a reflection of all things created. So what I mean by that is that, you know, and this also goes back to my live a couple weeks ago when I broke down DNA, when I broke down God DNA and etc. Right? So you have to understand again, the body is a reflection of all natural things, of all living things. So when you break down, when you break down a scientific, we got dark matter energy, right? We got dark matter energy. Dark matter energy is carbon. Right? Carbon is where all living things come from. Now, neuromelanin is the scientific term of carbon, which comes from dark matter energy. So again, the body is nothing but a personification of dark matter energy that is manifested by way of carbon and neuromelanin. All right. Now, that's just one perspective. Right? That's just one perspective when it comes just to the low term of human, right? So you also have to understand when it comes to the body is the reflection of all things created, right? Think about it. When it comes to instruments, right? The speaker, all speakers is a replica of our ears, right? We are the only beings, you can look this up, as a neuromelanated being, we are the only beings that can hear. Like we hear completely different from anybody else. We hear like the smallest sounds. You know what I'm saying? In any instruments, whatever the case may be. All right. Now what happens is, and so when we jump into the speakers and the ears, then we got the cameras, right? So the cameras is our eyes. It's just nothing but a replica of our eyes, right? Machines is a replica of the human body. All right. Now, I see what you're saying, Indigo. We aren't human, though Hugh means new. All other races are human. Trust me, I completely understand that. I know that for sure. Right. What I'm doing is I'm just breaking down. I'm just breaking down things on a more, I guess you could say, on a lower level. Of course, we're not human beings. Of course not. You know what I'm saying? We're gods. We're goddesses. We're spirit and soul beings, right? Humans don't have souls. I completely know that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just breaking down how they trick us, how they trick our psychology. So even when we break down human, we can break down human, and basically what I just broke down, right? So now you also have to understand when it comes to those instruments, what I just broke down, when it comes down to speakers, when it comes down to the cameras of the replica of our eyes, machines, the replica of us, right? Scientifically put together. Now, understanding, and overstanding yourself is understanding, and overstanding nature. Why? Because trees, plants, and all natural things, right? They grow from the bottom up, right? And so, can y'all hear me? Everybody can hear me? All right, for sure. So trees and plants, all natural things grow from the bottom up, right? So even when we break down, even when we break down the perspective of being connected to nature, when we study ourselves, we study nature, right? Studying nature is studying ourselves. Even how we used to write. The natural way of writing. Think about this, right? We always look at the sun for certain answers, right? So what happened? So when we studied the sun, even when we write, right? The sun rises on the west and sets on the east naturally, right? Not only that, everything grow from the bottom up towards the sun. So when we used to write, our natural writing skill, the way we used to write from right to left, and we used to write from down to up. That's the natural way of all things growing, right? So again, the sunrise. Oh, no, not the west. Forgive me, y'all. The sun rises from the east and it sets on the west, right? Forgive me. I misconstrued that. So we naturally used to write from right to left, right? And we used to write from down up. So again, when we study ourselves, we study nature. And when we know ourselves, we know nature, right? Everything starts from the root. This is what we got to get back to. This is why I chose the topic of melanin. All right. I pray everyone is understanding, overstanding, and understanding what I'm saying so far. All right, for sure. I see a lot of numbers. All right, boom, 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 boom. All right, so with us being neuromelanated beings, right, we are naturally synchronized with nature, right? Think about it. Even as a man, right? And I can only speak for a man. I can only speak for me as a man, right? So as a man, in the morning, what happens to our manhood, right? In the morning, we get up, right? And I don't mean physically get up. I mean in our sexual area, a man penis gets hard in the morning. Why? Because we're naturally synchronized with nature. So when the sun rises, we rise. So again, when the sun rises, as a man, we rise. We're naturally synchronized with nature. So even being able to sense a hurricane and other natural weathers, we've been so disconnected from nature to the point where we don't even know ourselves. We haven't been studying ourselves. We haven't been knowing ourselves. Hence my lives a couple of weeks ago when I spoke about the power of being silent. You know what I'm saying? When you're in silence, you hear more. So the fact that we're naturally synchronized with nature, but yet you have a system, you have a group of individuals that's trying to keep us from nature, that's trying to keep us out of nature, right? So now we don't even know, we can't even sense when a hurricane is coming, right? When I broke down the snake that's on my back, the double-headed snake that's on my back. For those that do not know, a snake can sense a hurricane between 32 to 45 days before it even comes. And the reason why I brought up the snake is because, and not only just a snake, but just animals, period, is because, again, all natural living beings come from dark matter energy, which breaks down into carbon, neuromelanin, right? This is where all natural living things come from. So that means so what does that mean is that every animal, every species of animal, whatever power that they have, we have also within ourselves. And 9 times out of 10, it's 10 times greater than that animal. We are naturally synced with nature. So moving from the country to the city, right? This is why I'm so ready to get back to nature. This is why, even though I'm in the city, I brought the outside in, right? I brought nature inside so I can connect more with nature. So then when I do, you know what I'm saying, get to where I know I'm supposed to go, where I'm supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? So moving from the country to the city and not being around nature, not being around trees, that stimulates our natural intuition, right? We start to lose our ability to sync with nature. Think about it. I've encountered so many people asking me about, okay, how to grow plants. Majority of us don't know how to grow plants. Now that's okay, right? That's okay because you can learn. You understand what I'm saying? You can learn how to grow plants, but just from that scale, majority of us don't even know how to repot a plant, let alone keep a plant alive, let alone, right, know how to build a raised bed garden and plant some cucumbers and some tomatoes. It's definitely easier than you think. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Especially the times that we in. It's nothing to look up this info. It's nothing but to look up this information. They call this shit the New Babylon. Babylon means to babble, to confuse. Hey, look, if y'all got questions, look, please put the questions in the question box. And if y'all want to join on a live, just request the video. I see y'all asking a lot of questions, man. I can't get to it. Put the questions in the question box so I can make sure I get to it and we can tackle them, guys. Right? So now let's move on, y'all. Let's move on, all right? So that's the basic breakdown of biochemical living things connected to nature with melanin, quote unquote neuromelanin. Again, it's two types of melanin. You got neuromelanin and you got melanin. Neuromelanin is pretty much top tier. Melanin is nothing but the scientific replica of neuromelanin. Having neuromelanin, right? Having neuromelanin gives you the power to absorb the sun, to absorb natural light. Think about Superman. Superman's power, he only has his power when he absorbs the sun. Superman, the most powerful being there is, the most powerful superhero there is, right? So his story is pretty much based off being able to absorb the sun. Having neuromelanin gives you the ability to absorb the sun. Now, having melanin does nothing but protect you from the sun. It's two different things. This is why they have programmed a lot of us to think that, oh, the sun gives us skin cancer and we need to put this on and this on. No, not us. The sun stimulates our neuromelanin. The sun gives information to our neuromelanin. Growing your hair out and being in the sun for at least 15 minutes every single day, you gain more information, biophotons and minerals through the sun by way of your hair. Also, especially if your hair is coiled up, right? So even when you think about Superman, being able to absorb the sun. So again, when we break down melanin, you got neuromelanin, melanin. Neuromelanin, you can absorb the sun. You can absorb light. Melanin protects you from light, protects you from the sun. We do not need protection from the sun. Again, we do not need protection from the sun. The sun feeds us. You can be in the sun for about 30 minutes and you can have more oxygen. You have more oxygen flowing through your blood, right, than not being in the sun and taking 10 deep breaths, 11 deep breaths. This is the power of having melanin. Neuromelanin, excuse me. Then when you think about athletes, the most greatest athletes is people that look like me. People that look like us, people that has neuromelanin, the greatest athletes. They can jump higher, they're stronger, they're faster, they're bigger, they're smarter, they're more intellectual. I was having a conversation, right, the other day, and with this dude that had went to college, right? And he was saying that his perspective of going to college was that he need to step his intellect up. Right? Because he felt that the community of the college that he was going to, their intellect is top tier. Right? When he went to college, he realized that the group of individuals that he was around, they didn't give a damn about no intellect. They didn't give a damn about cultivating their intellectual intelligence. I say that to say, neuromelanin, man. That's why I say that. I pray everyone is understanding, overstanding, and understanding what I'm speaking on right now. Let me see some numbers real quick, man. Let me make sure everybody overstand what I'm saying, because I've seen some people coming in late, coming to class late, you know what I'm saying? Buddy in the back, he listening to music, you know what I'm saying? You got Buddy over there, he rolling up, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You got Buddy in the kitchen station, he eating, so he making some oodles and noodles, the shrimp flavor. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody like the shrimp flavor, nigga. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Nigga, you better make some chicken or some beef, nigga. or the chili flavor. Nigga. What are you talking about? You tripping. Nigga. I'm just playing, y'all. I just want to make sure everybody is understanding, and understanding what I'm saying right now. All right, Bo. All right, bet. Nah, don't apologize for being late. You never, listen, I'm just joking, y'all. Y'all ain't never late. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't never late. You right on time. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Now, when we move on, right, we have to understand something, right? Every dis-ease have a smell, right? Each race has a smell. Let him who have eyes see, let him who have ears hear. Now, when it came to our ancestors, right, and we're seeing the first Europeans, right? We started to question, like, these Europeans, why? Because their skin was pink. Their skin was pale. Like, we weren't used to seeing something other than brown skin. Not black skin, but brown skin. Carbon skin. So when we seen these Europeans, right? When we seen these Europeans, our ancestors was like, what did they do so wrong that God didn't give them no skin? I said, what did they do so wrong that God didn't give them no skin? See, that's an interesting question. Because when we look back on that, right, and we study what our ancestors was doing and saying and how they was interacting with certain beings when they first came amongst them, right? Now we got to ask ourselves, okay, what was the majority of the kind of skin that we seen? And so when we move on and we dive more into the Greeks and the Europeans, we have to also understand that the Greeks and the Europeans are not the same. The Europeans came from caves. We want to keep it gangster with you. They came from caves. Not only that, right? Not only that, they're in their genes, most Europeans, over 80% of Europeans, their genes, their blood, their DNA is Rh positive. Meaning their genes, their DNA has been spliced with something. I go in that in a whole nother video, in a whole nother live, because that shit right there get deep, right? This is why most neuromelanated carbon women, when they get impregnated, and I'm saying most, not all, when they get impregnated by a European, they have to take a rheumatoid shot. It's a rheumatoid something shot, right? The reason being is because this Rh positive blood, that their gene has been mixed and spliced with monkey DNA, the rhesus monkey DNA, right? Other monkey DNA, pig DNA, the insect DNA, their genes has been spliced, right? And so what happens is that in this natural carbon neuromelanated woman, when she get impregnated by a European, and I'm saying most, not all, disclaimer, right? She has to get this shot. Why? Because now her body starts to build antibodies. Her body starts to build white blood cells to attack the fetus. Why? Because her natural state, her natural being is like, wait, there is something foreign in here. Now, I've already spoken to y'all and taught y'all that our body naturally, right? Our body naturally eliminates all foreign things. So what happens is that the neuromelanated queen, her body starts to attack this fetus because it's detecting something that is foreign to the body and it is trying to eliminate. So what happens is that now she has to run to the hospital. Now she has to run to the doctor and she has to get this shot because now she is binding her genes with an Rh positive blood gene. which basically means that you have monkey DNA inside of you. Hey, I'm just keeping it gangster. You feel me? I'm just keeping it gangster here. I ain't saying all Europeans. I'm just saying. All right? I'm just saying. Majority of Europeans have Rh positive blood. So to all my neuromelanated queens, be careful. Because even when you start mixing your DNA with certain people, even when you start mixing your DNA, think about this, right? And I'm sure most of us, if not all of us, have experienced this. We see two people that's been dating for a long period of time, right? Let's say 5, 6, 7 years. And we see them again later on down the line, we're like, damn, y'all damn sure look alike. Y'all look like brothers and sisters. Y'all starting to look like twins. Why is that? Because over time, when you continue to mix fluids, when you continue to mix DNA with each other, you become each other. So this is why I'm saying we got to be careful. We got to be careful. Now, I see somebody ask vice versa, right? So basically, if a neuromelanated man impregnates a non-neuromelanated woman, is it vice versa? It's not, right? And the reason being is because our genes, our DNA supersedes all DNA. This is why they came out with that although it was more it had a more racial intent behind it. This is why they came up with that, 1 drop of black blood, right? 1 drop of carbon blood, 1 drop of melanin inside of you, you're black, period. Right? This is why they came up with that. So could it be vice versa? I highly doubt it. I haven't heard any non-neuromelanated woman having to get a shot because she got impregnated by a neuromelanated man. We're the natural beings. Our DNA is going to supersede. This is why they're trying to take us off, because they know that if we continue to procreate, with other races, with other beings, that's not us, our DNA is going to supersede and overwrite whoever we procreate with. And what's going to happen is that now, us as neuromelanated beings, we're going to become the majority and not the minority. Although I honestly don't believe that shit. I believe we're the majority. I believe that we've just been programmed to believe that we're the minority. But to keep it gangster with you, I think we the majority. Because if you think about it, we populated everywhere. Although they did mass killings and, you know what I'm saying, all the way back there, in the back. You know what I'm saying? Back then. You feel what I'm saying? I still feel like we the majority. I honestly feel like we the majority. To keep it gangster with you, they just programming us to believe that, we're the minority. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck all that. Nigga, I'm a god. Nigga, I'm everything. Man, what are you talking about? Nigga, I'm connected to the sun, nigga. I can be in the sun for 2 hours. That's all I'm gonna say. Let him who have ears hear. Now let's move on. All right, so I forgot to stop. I forgot to look over here. But anyway, so when we dive more deep, right, into them programming us, I'm glad I brought that up. When we dive more deep into them programming us, right, we have to understand something. We, as a community, have a problem with not studying ourselves. And so, and more so, it's not a problem. Of course, we've been conditioned to not study ourselves. But again, we're in the Aquarian age. You know, just like if you was in court right now, the judge gonna tell you, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Again, ignorance of the law is no excuse. So ignorance of yourself, especially in these times, it's no excuse. But the thing is this, right? See, they study us, right? They study us to market to us, to control us. I said they study us. Okay, this is what they like. Okay, they got chakra colors. Okay, this is their highest chakra color, green and purple, right? But their lower chakra colors is red, right? Okay, well, what do we have to do to make sure that they stay in their lowest frequency there is? Okay, let's bring out McDonald's. What color should McDonald's be? Let's make it red and yellow, which is connected to their lower chakra. So they're going to forever be vibrating in their lower chakra, which now every time they eat McDonald's, they're going to be horny and they're going to want to have sex all the time, right? Okay, boom. Let's also put chemicals. Okay, boom. So we studied that. Okay, now how we're going to market to them. Okay, well, if we market to them this way, we can play on their psychology, right? And we can play on their emotions, especially with the colors, right? And so they study us to market to us, to control us. I said they study us because we understand, and understand the power of the 3, 6, and the 9. I'm going to say it one more time. They study us to market to us, to control us. See, the thing is this. They know that we are their enemy, right? And all honestly, they created an enemy out of us because when we took them under our wing, we made the conscious choice and the decision to teach them everything that they know. See, they ain't create shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's nothing that they created that we didn't have first. I said there's nothing that they created that we didn't create first. So they study us to market to us, to control us. They created an enemy out of us. And what they did was, this is their perspective. The only way to fight and beat your enemy is you must first know the enemy. I said the only way to fight and to beat an enemy, you must first know the enemy. I said, well, because we understand the power of the 3, 6, and the 9. The only way to fight and to defeat the enemy, you must first know the enemy. If we rewind, they study us to market to us, to control us. I'm going to say this. In a sense, they're defeating us. As a whole, how about that? I like that. As a whole, they're defeating us. For a fact. We can't deny that. We got to look at it. They are, right? They got chemicals. They got chemicals in everything. I just said we can't even drink our own tap water. We can't even drink our own tap water. The fruit that they sell to us can't even reproduce. Meaning that it doesn't even have seeds inside of it. Then when you walk into a grocery store, then when you walk into Walmart, Kroger, Whole Foods, or Sprouts, or whatever grocery store, Aldi, right? You have the aisles, right? That's categorized. You got the box foods, you got the canned goods, right? You got the pasta, you got the sauces, right? You got the juice, you got the milk. But yet, if you look all the way down to that other aisle, the last aisle, right? You got 10 aisles, but only one aisle, the last aisle, is called the health and wellness aisle. That's where the organic fruits and vegetables are. That's where the non-GMO shit is, right? That's where the things where, there's no preservatives, no artificial flavors, right? That small little aisle. So if we think about it, right? if we see all the way down there at the end of the grocery store, that's the health and wellness aisle. All these other 10 aisles, then what the hell is this shit? So you have to understand that unnatural people do unnatural things. I said unnatural people do unnatural things. Then, when you choose to be like, you know what? How about this? These next 3 days, I'm not eating nothing out the frozen aisle. I'm not going to eat nothing out of the canned good aisle because it's high in aluminum, right? I'm going to go down to the health and wellness aisle. And I'm going to go get some organic fruit with the seeds. I'm going to get some seeded watermelon. Then you go down there and you look at the fucking price. See, this is how they get us. See, this is how they get us. See, when we go down there and we look at the seeded watermelon is $9. But then when we go to the non-seeded watermelon, it's $3. See, this is how they get us. See, unnatural people do unnatural things. Let me see what y'all talking about, man. I pray everyone is understanding, and overstanding everything that I am saying. Let me drop some numbers. Drop some numbers for a nigga real quick. Dropping numbers for the God real quick. It's $25 in New York City for a seeded watermelon. What? It's $25 in New York for a seeded watermelon right now. See this the shit I'm talking about, bro. This is, oh man, that is wild. That is brazen. See, this is why it's important for us to get together and start buying some land, man, and start growing our own shit, man. It's $25 for a seeded watermelon. What? In Boston, it's $10. I seen a seeded watermelon over there at the farmer's market for $9. Hey, listen, I'm going to keep it gangster with y'all, but I'm not finna pay no $25 for no seeded watermelon. I'm just not finna buy no seeded watermelon. I'm going to keep it. You feel what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. $25? LOL, it's only $6.99 in Northeast Ohio. For sure. Although, man, I'm just painting the illustration, man. I'm just painting the perspective, man, of how they literally attack our DNA. They try to attack, you know what I'm saying, our neuromelanin. My mom talking about ain't no seeded grapes nowhere. Now, Mom, come on now. Now, I done told you, Mom. Come on, Mother. I done told you what a seeded grapes is. At the farmer's market, at the DeKalb farmer's market, they got the seeded grapes. You know what? Don't even worry about it. I got you, Dukes. I got you, Mom. I'm gonna go grab you, son. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna go grab you, son. You talking about ain't no seeded grapes? Now, Mom, come on now. Come on. You know I done told you what a seeded grapes is. It's all good, though. I got you, dude. Don't even worry about it. All right, so let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. Yeah, it is hard to find seeded grapes, for sure. For sure. All right, y'all, let's move on. All right, so boom, right? So when we move on, right, and we, let me see. I want to end with, because it's about to be 10 o'clock. Because I see a lot of people with a lot of questions. Ooh, a lot of questions. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end with that. Let's end with that. It's melanin, man. Let's end with that. Let's go ahead and jump into the community gathering. I can keep talking about it, but I don't want it to OMG, hearing you talking about the fine seeded grapes. Yeah, man, seeded grapes. So I don't want things to sound redundant. You feel what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and jump into this community gathering. I see a lot of questions. I see a few people that want to join in. So let me jump into these questions real quick, and then we're gonna ask somebody on real quickly split. You feel me? All right. So somebody asked, which foods fall under the complex proteins? All right. So boom. So first off, we need to understand what complex protein is, right? Complex protein is basically proteins that binds together like glue, right? That's what proteins are. It becomes complex when basically it's created or is not in its purest form of protein. And what I mean by that is that our bodies do not need complex proteins. Our body needs simple amino acids. Those simple amino acids bind together, right, by way of digestion, absorption, etc., right, through their process, then they become protein. This is why one of the strongest animals on this in this realm, right, on this landmass, I'm gonna say on this landmass because of course, there's a lot of land masses beyond the wall, right? So the strongest animal in this landmass is the silverback gorilla, the biggest and the strongest, right? Why is that? What does the silverback gorilla eat? He only eat vegetables. And I have a live that I did like a month or two ago, and I spoke about fruits versus vegetables. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. They build muscle. Why? Because they're high in nitrogen and nitric acid, which helps build muscle, right? Which help bind those simple amino acids to become proteins to actually. Good, we good. All right, bet. So the vegetables, the simple amino acids in the vegetables actually bind together and create the proteins, right? So you can become big. So what falls under the category of complex protein? So real quick, I had to break down what complex protein is, right? So what falls under the process? Under the food, the category of complex protein. Meat, to keep it gangster with you, meat, eggs, dairy. Meat, eggs, and dairy. I pray I answered your question. Let's see. Let's move on. Let's see what else we got going on. Let me scroll down. Somebody asked what was in my smoothie. It was strawberries, blueberries, and papaya seeds. For those that do not know, papaya seeds is a natural. It's a natural parasite cleanse, right? So you can put papaya seeds in your smoothie. You can actually eat a tablespoon of papaya seeds. You have to chew them. You can't just swallow them. All right. Because if you just swallow them, they're going to just come out whole when you poop. Right. So you got to break them down. You got to either chew them, put them in a smoothie, blend them up and drink it. And what you can also do is you can actually sun dry or dehydrate the papaya seeds. And you can actually put it in like a pepper grinder. And you can actually use it as pepper as well. Parasite cleanse. So that was in my smoothie. Let's see. Let's move on real quick. Let me see. Somebody asked, what was the name of the song that I played before Closer to God? That was that I Love You Myself. If I ain't tell you that I love you, well, I promise I do. Sometimes, I may forget, but you ain't walked in my shoes. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, that was that right there. So, boom. Let me see what else we got. Let me see. Can we elaborate more about this concept of the moonlight when you die? Yeah, we can. We can definitely elaborate. So basically, right? So when you go back to ancient times, right? Before history was rewritten or before we was indoctrinated with history, and I'm talking about ancient times with the Egyptians and everything else, right? There was definitely a time before the moon was even present. Right? It was only the sun and a lot of hieroglyphs, you know what I'm saying? And these are signs and symbols for the subconscious mind, by the way. Right? When you study the signs and symbols, for the subconscious mind, the only thing that you see doing these hieroglyphs is the sun, right? You don't see the moon anywhere. You see the sun, right? Then you have another hieroglyph to where, you got Mother Gaia over basically depicting the dome, right? The waters above and the stars connected to the dome, but yet you don't see no moon, right? So, of course, there was a time before the moon. Is the moon natural, right? Is the moon not natural? I'm going to say this. Majority of the moon that we see that is transparent, that we can see through, you know, because, you know, if you look up in the sky, a lot of times you can literally see through the moon. From my perspective, these are my studies, and this is just my perspective, y'all. Let me put that disclaimer out there, all right? I ain't saying this is truth. I ain't saying this is fact. I'm just saying, off of my studies, what I've studied, and my perspective, and my perception, that moon, majority of the time, when we see that moon that is transparent, right, that is not our true moon. That is not our real moon. Right? The real moon that we see is the moon that is not transparent. The real moon that we see is the moon that we can actually see the actual craters and the actual outline of different landmass. You know, the dark spots. And also, just another perspective, the moon actually reflects the real moon that we actually see reflects how the landmass is based off the landmass that we are on. What I mean by that is that if you look at the moon and you study it, right, and you look at it and you see certain outlines, that is the landmass, basically the map, the real map of this landmass. So when we change the, not the subject, but the topic of the moon, right, the concept of the moonlight when you die, when you look at the movie Soul on Disney, right, for those that haven't seen it, I advise you to look at the movie. You know, very informative, you know, and like I always say, when I give y'all movies and songs or TV shows or whatever to watch, do not watch the movie, watch the movie. So when you look at the movie, you'll realize that I believe like within the first 15 minutes when dude transition, right, he's going on this elevator, you know what I'm saying, this excavator, whatever the case may be, and he's going into this light. And these people that's going into this light, they're being zapped, right? And he gets scared on that, right? So it's a reason why, and this is a bright light, by the way, and it's round. All right. That's why I say don't watch the movie, watch the movie. So when you go into this light, right, it's a reason. And also to piggyback, it's a reason why they have been programming us to tell us to go into the light when we do die, when we transition, right? It's a reason why they tell us to go into the light. It's a reason why they programmed us to be afraid of the dark, because naturally, when you do transition, you're not supposed to go into the light, because that zap is that moonlight, or that soul reincarnation trap, right? To trap you and bring you back into this reality. When naturally, in the movie Soul, for those that seen it, when he ran away from the light, he went where? He went to the dark. And then what happened? He actually became an ancestor. His soul, his spirit begins to live on instead of coming back down into this reality, right? So he started meeting other souls and other beings. He started traveling through different dimensions and meeting other people in other dimensions. So, yeah, I pray I answered your question. I really pray I answered your question. I know I just went on, but let me see. Let's add somebody up in here real quickity split, man. Let me add somebody up in here real quickity split. You feel me? Yeah, y'all got to watch that, man. Y'all got to watch that. It's very interesting, man. And, you know, and like I said, it's a reason why they tell us, or they programmed us in movies when people start dying, right? They say, go into the light, go into the light. What they're doing is they're programming our subconscious mind, right, to be afraid of the dark. So then when it is time for us to transition, and not just transition, but to ascend, right? For us to ascend, we're afraid of the darkness, right? So we go into the light, which is why a majority of us don't like to do shadow work, which is why the majority of us, we don't like to tap into our inner being, that darkness inside of us. We don't like to face our demons, that dark side, right? Because we've been programmed and conditioned to be afraid of it, when actually we need to make amends on it. We need to become friends with the darkness. Because that is the only way where you can fully control yourself. When you can fully control, man, come on, man. Let me ask somebody up in here real quickly split, man. Let me see, man. Yeah, I used to be afraid of the dark too. But now, what? I have to meditate in the dark. When I stretch and do my yoga and I meditate, it has to be pitch black. It has to be. Because then when you understand and understand what darkness is, when you understand and understand what darkness is, when you're in darkness, you literally become the most powerful being there is. You just got to tap into that, right? Of course, it's take more practice, etc., etc. So like, for an example, a few lives back, right, I was on the phone with a young guy, right? And I was telling him that, and I was drawing this illustration, right? When you close your eyes right now, when you close your eyes, although this light and shine is shining in me, whatever the case may be, you still see darkness. You don't see anything. With me closing my eyes, I don't see, my speakers. I don't see my microphone. I don't see the picture behind me. I don't see this phone that's in front of me. I don't see my notebooks. I don't see I don't see anything. Because as soon as I close my eyes, in that same moment, right, I literally become everything. When I close my eyes, I see nothing but darkness. I am no longer separated from the things I literally become everything. Closing your eyes taps you into the unifield, taps you into the field where all things are possible, where everything comes from, all ideas come from. This is why I gotta meditate. It gotta be pitch black when I meditate. It gotta be pitch black when I do my yoga. You feel what I'm saying? Even when I lay down and rest, I don't like no lights. I close all my blinds. I even close my door because I don't want no lights, no intro. I gotta be in pitch black. Yeah, I'm trying to travel. You feel me? Yeah. Let me ask somebody on here real quick to display. You feel me? I know y'all been. Yeah. Let me see real quick, man. All right, so boom. Oh, we got the God on here, man. Infinite King, man. Come on in. Come on to the front of the class, God. Where's your passion?
How y'all doing?
What's up, God?
Good, man. How y'all doing tonight, man? Hey, I really do appreciate everybody getting the time to, watch my God, man. Watch my brother speak and acknowledge some words, spread some words, man. Touch our heart. Hey, how you doing though, brother?
Man, I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling alive. I'm feeling balanced, blissful, abundant, prosperous, successful. How you feeling?
I'm highly blessed, highly favored, man. Very much worthy, man. Thankful for the grace, man. Thankful to be here and very much thankful to, exchange some energy with some of our gods and goddesses on here tonight, man. There may be some people in here that, definitely might feel some type of way about some of the things that we say, but look, be open-minded. You know what I mean? Be open-minded and be willing to soak the game in. So I'm going to just definitely touch base on some of the words and some of the things that he was speaking on tonight about melanin, right? This book right here.
Nice.
This book right here. Oh, my God. This book will put you on to some things.
Right.
Here will put you and open your mind, right? I'm going to read a little bit tonight. I'm going to break it just to touch a little bit on what my brother was saying. My brother was really like, giving it to y'all. He was very much being simple and brief. He was breaking it in a way so you could be able to understand and very much look at it from a different standpoint, right? So I'm going to touch a little bit. I'm going to touch a little bit now. I'm going to touch a little bit. Like I said, hey, if some of y'all feelings get hurt or y'all feel some type of way, hey, all right.
Go Braves, you got.
As you can see, look, on the bottom, I got keynotes on it and all. You heard? Like,
yeah. Study book, man.
Hey.
Study book, man. Reading.
So I'm going to read.
I see you guys say reading, fundamental. That's why they call it fundamental. When you break down fundamental, it's fun to the mental. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, hey, again though, I love y'all. You know what I mean? And I actually was supposed to join the last live, but Instagram was giving some problems. But Instagram definitely didn't want us to touch bases on some things, and they did not want us to exchange more energy. The energy was already like super lit. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's all good. Instagram, you know, y'all learning too. Instagram, they watching us somehow, some way. They can feel.
Dog.
So, again, I love y'all.
I love you as well, God.
Hey, so most black people that read about melanin says, what good is it? It does not help you to be free. They, of course, are correct, right? Listen, a black person is unaware of melanin is manipulated and controlled by their unawareness.
Mm.
Black people need to know the basics about melanin and how to nourish melanin so they can get some positive use from it. Black people are controlled by their failure to realize that the melanin is a dominant race.
Facts.
I'm gonna just hit it one more time. Let me hit it one more time. Black people need to know the basics about melanin and how to nourish melanin so they can get some positive use from it. Black people are controlled by their failure to realize that black race is dominant race. The key to controlling black people is to reduce their blackness, melanin uses, and knowledge. This will reduce their very ability to be black, which will direct affect their ability to be a human and seek what is humanity.
Mm.
Freedom.
Mm.
You heard what my brother said, when you get in that dark, boy, you face the demon, break them chains.
Facts.
Break that shit, man. You break it.
And you know, it's interesting. It's interesting that you read that specific part, because even when you break down the carbon in a neuromelanated woman, the womb man, right?
Right.
All like she herself can create all races.
Right.
Herself, she can literally birth as a neuromelanated queen, as a neuromelanated goddess. Right. You can literally birth a being that has blonde hair and blue eyes.
Correct.
So yeah, and they call that the Eve gene. That's the God gene.
Correct. That's the God. My God. I love y'all. Hey, you know, and also, man, without y'all, we wouldn't be here, man. We wouldn't even be powerful like we are too, man. So, you know, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all in so many ways, man. Just be willing to love yourself as well, just as much as we love y'all as gods. You know what I mean? And, you know, we do acknowledge y'all, the ones that are awoken, of course, you know. And we are to awaken the ones that's not awoken, of course. You know what I mean? But, you know, you just have to be willing to appreciate the seeds that we are planting in your heart. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's all love on here, though. No hate. That's something that we don't operate off of. You know, is what attracts y'all to us. We have beautiful hearts, and we've always had beautiful hearts. Our intentions has always been pure. You know what I mean? So that's exactly why our ancestors chose us to spread the knowledge and put it out there for y'all. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Again, love.
Love. Love.
So I'm gonna turn the page a little bit. I ain't gonna, you know, get in depth too much with y'all, man. So, you know, melanin is a biochemical that has a high molecular weight. This means it is many functions and links like a chain that connects carbon, nitrogen, ether, saturated carbon, unsaturated carbon. Y'all get what I'm saying? Or like, we have to break certain things down.
Hey, listen, if they don't understand, they're gonna have to research it. You know, even in my herbal class, I always say that the education just not stop here. Because we on this live and we imputing this knowledge and it's vibrating on a frequency of truth, that does not mean that the knowledge stops here. That does not mean wisdom stop here. You got to take this knowledge, right? And you got to implement it and do research and convert this knowledge into wisdom to not only teach yourself, but the people, the places, and the things around you.
Correct. But melanin essentially produces itself with substances such as copper. My brother kept saying it tonight. You know what I mean? In and out. You know what I mean? So I would get more in depth. You know what I mean? But this is definitely a great book. A great book. You know, a great book that you guys should, you know, my gods and my goddesses should definitely seek some time to read and just get very much in tune with yourself. You know, it's very much more than just looking at yourself in the mirror. Very much more that. You know what I mean? But brother, man, you know, you said some things tonight. You know, you touched some hearts. You know, hey, bro, this is, you know, you using that throat, man. You using that throat chakra to the fullest, man. That's why you got that done. You ain't elaborate what that mean.
What, God is here?
What, man? He is. You heard me?
Yeah,
He
for
is,
sure.
bro. He is, bro. You
God
know,
is here, man.
voice,
God
man. You
is here.
operate the Holy Spirit. You feel me? So
Facts.
you will make us very much dominant. You know, we walk in prophets. You get what I'm saying? But that's what make us different because we don't want to fit in. We ain't here to fit in with nobody. You get what I'm saying? And I know y'all dig it and y'all know it. You know, and we walk in full confidence. All love. Like I said, all love, you know, from a seed to a tree. You know what I mean? So, God, I know it's other people here, you know, that's looking to, you know, get on the live and say, you know, say some things, you know, definitely elaborate some more. And I'm willing to be open to it too. You know, I want to definitely get in tune with y'all and see, you know, different perspectives. You know, this is very much beautiful. And I feel as if on my page, you know, I'm gonna start doing it, man. And like I say, man, me, you know, if those do not know me, my name is Donovan, King Donovan, and I am an infinite king just as well as my brother is an infinite king. I am a personal trainer, you know what I mean? But it's bigger than personal fitness. It's way bigger than that. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm different. You know, I do things differently. You get what I'm saying? And you see my brother right here, he helps to attune your whole body. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. You know, so many beautiful souls in here tonight. You know, I can feel y'all, even though we not able to see y'all. You know, we are connected. You know, and hey, bro, I love you. I
I love
say,
you as well, God. I appreciate you for joining in, God. You know, we're gonna touch bases, bro.
I had to, bro. I had to, man. There's so much more that I definitely wanted to say, man. I have a couple more sticky notes right there, but you know, I touch base every now and then with every other live, and
For
you
sure.
know, we come on here and transport and transform and help to open some minds of some others that's on here that's seeking for the answers, man. It's a lot of people seeking for it, bro. It's a lot of people definitely seeking for it. So, you know, that's why we here.
For
That's why
sure.
we here. Get what I'm saying?
While
So,
we here.
hey, you know how I operate. Hey, bro, I ain't see you put the quarter up in a minute now. What's up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I ain't got the quarter. I gotta go grab it. I ain't
You
got
operate on the quarter now?
Hey, look. Next live, I'm gonna have a quarter. I'm gonna have a quarter on the whole live.
All right, say less, bro. I love you, bro. Hey,
Love you too, God.
again, man, for everyone here, you know, I thank y'all. I love y'all. I thank God for gathering y'all here tonight. You know, for us to being able to exchange some energy with y'all as we continue to lead God and protect ourselves from the negative entities that is out there in the world. You know, we are seeking for betterness, and in order for us to do that, we have to do better to become better. You know, and so therefore, you know, continue to elevate your minds. You know, and open your minds. I love y'all again. Appreciate y'all. I love you, my brother. I'm not leaving. I'll be in the background. You
For
know,
sure.
like you said, you know, in the back, just kicking it. You know, that's what make
Right.
us so unique, man. And again, man, love, peace, and
Love
unity,
God.
bro. Hey,
Peace.
it's not about race, man. It's our time. You heard me? It's
Facts.
our time right now, boy. We powered up, so they don't like that. It's
Facts.
our time. You heard me?
Facts. Facts. I
Love you,
appreciate
brother.
you, God.
Bless.
Love God.
Love y'all, gods and goddesses, man. I love y'all, man.
Ah, peace and love to the God, man. Peace and love. Let me answer some questions. I see a lot of questions over here as well. Um, Let me see. Somebody said, "What about us mixed, lighter complexions? Are we watered down?" I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. From my perspective, and I can only speak from my perspective. All right, y'all, my perspective and do my research. No, you're not watered down. As long as you got neuromelanin, again, when it comes to neuromelanin and melanin, right? Neuromelanin is being able and capable to absorb the sun, right? Melanin is what protects you from the sun. You understand what I'm saying? So, and again, like the God just read, neuromelanin is the most dominant gene. So, regardless, if you got listen, I'm gonna just say this, man. If you can stay in the sun for a long period of time, you up through that. I pray I answered your question. You not watered down. You good, man. Y'all good, man. Y'all over here all worried. Now y'all got like, damn, okay, my mama this. Okay, my dad. Okay, my great grandma. Okay, I got my great, okay, and my cousin. Okay, damn, does that make me? Oh wait, cause listen, y'all, it ain't that deep, man. Well, it is that deep because you know that's our ancestors, our DNA, and etc. But man, as long as you got neuromelanin, baby, you good, man. As long as you can sit in this sun for a long period of time and you can absorb the light, you know what I'm saying? The sunlight, you know what I'm saying? Stimulating the neuromelanin inside of you, man. Come on, man. Y'all good, man. Chill out, man. Y'all chill out, man. Y'all chill out with all that shit, man. Y'all over there tripping, man. We got folks on here all worried and shit. Like, just chill out. Chill out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Stop it. Relax. Relax. All right. Let me see real quick. Let me see what's going on. Let me see. Let me answer some more questions real quick. Is that one for people right with their left hand and while we were taught? Oh, I like this. So is that why? So this goes back to what I was speaking about, how in ancient times we studied, right? We studied the sun, right? And based off the sun and how based off us studying nature, that's how we used to write. So we used to write from right to left, right? And we used to write from down to up. And the question is that why some people write with their left hand and why we were taught that that's not okay because it's our natural flow? That's a great question. And honestly, I feel like that's exactly what that is because I'm left-handed. And it's crazy because a lot of people are not left-handed. I know in California, they have a left-handed store that's for all left-handed. That's for all left-handed people. And that's interesting that you asked that because that even brought me a broader perspective. Like, damn, it's interesting because when we go to school, right, we naturally teach kids or we naturally teach our kids or other kids to write with their right hand. You understand what I'm saying? When naturally, what if we really supposed to write with our left hand? But also naturally, we can be dominant with both hands. We can write with our left hand, but yet do other things with my right hand because that's what I do. I write with my left hand, right? But I drive with my right hand. You understand what I'm saying? I write with my left hand, but I do a lot of other things with my right hand. And I also feel like because you know, based off what we do with certain sides of our body, of course, it plays a part with our brain structure. And it's interesting because I believe that the left hemisphere of the brain, quote me if I'm wrong, y'all. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I believe the left hemisphere of the brain is the logic brain, and the right hemisphere of the brain is the creative brain. And the left hand connects to the right hemisphere of the brain, and the right hand connects to the left hemisphere of the brain. That's interesting because when you think about it, right, a lot of great drawers that I know are left-handed. And if you're left-hand, create with the creative. That's interesting. I need to study that. I'm not trying to get too deep on that because I can't too much intelligently speak on that. But that is something that I need to study. That's very, very interesting. I'm glad you asked that. Wow, that's very interesting. Yeah. Okay, bet. Yeah, the right side is the creative side. So now when I think about it, it's like a lot of individuals that I know that know how to draw really good, they're left-handed. I don't know. I gotta study that some more, y'all. I appreciate you for asking that. So let me see. Let me see what's up. What else question? Then we're gonna ask somebody else in on this one. You feel me? So somebody asked, what if you can't find seeded fruit because it's hard to find in Michigan? Is it okay to eat seedless fruits? To keep it gangster with you. If you cannot, and if you are not able to find seed fruit, do your due diligence and still, because I'm not an extremist, right? Eat the fruit. All right, eat the fruit because you know what I'm saying? Eat the fruit. Make sure you eat your vegetables as well. But because you asked that, I have to give you the information about what this seeded fruit is doing to our DNA, right? So I have a live a few weeks ago, and I'll break it down now, right? About what you consume, you literally become. And I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about food, I'm talking about music, I'm talking about TV shows, any and everything that you consume by way of everything that is the entrance to the soul, the mouth, the eyes, right? The nose, the ears. Everything you consume, you literally become. So, although I'm not an extremist, you know what I'm saying? If you can't find seeded fruit, do your best. You know what I'm saying? Eat the fruit. You know what I mean? But what you could also do, what I want you to also understand is that when you eat this fruit that does not have seeds, that's pretty much GMO. You're binding your DNA with GMO substance that's not natural. So I just want you to just make sure you keep that in mind, right? So although you're eating this, so I'm saying this to say this, right? Although you're eating this fruit that don't have seeds, now I want you to start reevaluating your life and your surroundings. For an example, for me, right? For me, I don't necessarily like depending on an external environment or an external entity to feed me, because especially with the information that we know, the seeded fruit. Then we got the vegetables. That's probably not even real vegetables. That's probably being sprayed with all kind of chemicals, right? So all of this knowledge, although I still eat it and I do my due diligence to clean it off, you know what I'm saying, to fast, to drink my water, to drink my fruit juice, right? In my mind, now, right, I'm looking at things from an intellectual point of view, and I'm reevaluating my circumstances, and like, I need to stop depending on external means, on external entities to supply me with my everyday needs. Because you have to understand that once you give power to someone, something to feed you, you also give that being power to starve you. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because now we got to reevaluate. I need to stop, again, depending on external means, right? Depending on external entities to supply me with my everyday needs. So I need to figure out, what is it that I need to do? I need to start researching some non-GMO, organic, heirloom seeds. If I'm in an apartment, I need to see what's up with some raised bed gardens, some indoor pots, and start growing my own food. If I'm able in this present moment, I need to go be seeing about some land. See, these are the things that we got to start asking ourselves. Damn, I ain't got nothing but seedless fruit. All right, let me intake this fruit here and there, but let me fast also so my DNA can start repairing itself. Although I eat this fruit, let me fast for 4 days with some spring water, right? And let my DNA repair itself. But let me also plan, plot, strategize, and mastermind on how I'm going to become self-sufficient and start growing my own shit. So I ain't got to worry about chemicals. I ain't got to worry about my fruit not having seeds. I ain't got to worry about my fruit not being able to reproduce. I ain't got to worry about my vegetables if they GMO, or if they was created in 1502, or if they was just created in 1973, right? These are the thoughts that we got to start having. These are the thoughts that we got to start having to become self-sufficient, because we have to also understand that this system will never give us the benefit, or will never put us in a position to become healthy, to become self-sufficient, and to become free. We got to stop depending on external entities to supply us with everyday needs. Because again, when you give those beings power to feed you, you also give them power to starve you. I pray I answered your question. Let's ask somebody else up in here real quickly. Split, you feel me? Let me ask somebody. Let me scroll down. All right, boom. Let's see. Let me scroll down. We got a lot of people. All right, boom. Let's add Crown Oil. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. Where's Pappy?
Good night, y'all.
Grand. How you feeling?
I am well. I am well. Harmony to everyone.
Uh,
I just wanted to add, like, every time I come on, I just got out the shower, but every time I was actually looking for this book, but every time I get on here, I just want to say, like, we are not black. We are not black. Like, even the books that we read, or the speakers, like these popular speakers, these revolutionaries, our leaders, when they say black, they're misidentifying us for a reason. Like, everybody know who we are except us. So even when you think like, oh, somebody helping us with giving information, and they have all the information, they just giving you half the truth. So black is a status, and that's the lowest status. So even when you hear somebody, say black, always correct them, like, oh, I'm not black, like, you know what I'm saying? So you could just put that out in the universe, because black is dead in the eyes of the Lord. So hence why things are going the way they're going, because we are definitely not we don't stand in the eyes of the Lord. We in negative law.
yeah.
Like, and to be completely honest, we free white people. If we want to talk like that, we free white people. Like, they took that title when it was around the Reconstruction period. The Europeans, they're not even the Caucasians. So I just wanted to say that, like, and like doing research, you got to see like the name. What was America's name before it was named America? That's the same thing with us. They just recycle our names. You know what I mean? Like, we so far from who we truly are. Like, some people know, but I don't know. I always just correct anybody, like, no, we not black. Even if, I don't know if you got a Black Lord's dictionary, but if you look up the word land, they'll say Moors. Moors is interested in land. Like, we are Moors, no matter what. Like, everybody may say, like, oh, the Moors did this, the what. Like, listen, this is who we are. Like, it's Islam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I self law and master. Like, we are our own masters of ourselves. We govern ourselves. Like, and there's so many anagrams to that as well. Like, Islamism is different from Islam. Like, it's just, yeah, all about, what you know, and like, like what you study. So I just wanted to add on to that. Like, anybody saying black, man, like, either they don't know or they do know, and they just want to keep you in that circle, in that bubble, because there's people that's benefiting off of that. It's all about the state of mind. Like, if you dead in that, if you got a dead state of mind, then how far can you possibly go? Like, it doesn't matter how great, how much knowledge you have of like who we are and our powers and things of that nature. If you don't know who you are, like, in this 3D, like, it's not gonna like align spiritually. Like, it's not gonna align that way. So
Yeah,
I just wanted to say
I
that.
agree. I don't mean to cut your wisdom, Queen, but I agree with it with 100% with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm fully aware us categorizing ourselves as black. That's why this whole time pretty much I've been saying like us is neuromelanated carbon beings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I from my perspective though, I feel like certain people that do certain beings that do emphasize on us being black, I feel like their intentions more is just trying to put a word so everybody could just identify of what they mean. You know what I'm saying? But although, like I said, I fully understand what you're saying, because even when we break down saying black, like calling ourselves black, that's a spell. That's, words are spell. You know what I mean? So I like I said, I fully agree with what you're saying. Just my perspective as well. Just certain people that do speak on that, I feel like they're just using that word so we can just have something to identify with. Because I mean,
Absolutely.
majority of our community, how many of us saying, "Oh, us is carbon beings, us is neuromelanated beings"?
Right.
Majority of us,
Right.
we don't even know that neuromelanin and melanin is two different things. We don't even know that neuromelanin is the top tier of melanin, and melanin is nothing but just a scientific replica of neuromelanin. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I fully agree with what you're saying, Queen, for sure.
I resonate with you saying too. I believe it's just it's like a catch-22, like, because it's just like we could talk like this amongst the community, but once you get outside, like outside, like around, the policy enforcers, oh, absolutely not. Like, it's just a time and a place for everything. But, some people don't know, some people do know. Like, that's a fact. And yes, watermelons is $25 out here.
That's right.
And I'm bad crazy because I brought 3. I don't know how I brought 3 the other day, but yeah, I'm about to start a GoFundMe because I think they finna go up to like 30 next year. So either I'm getting out of New York or this shit is crazy.
What I will advise you to do is all them seeds.
Seeds, absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone. Before I used to like have them as smoothies, but I'm like, nah, I'm saving all of these. Like, these shits cost.
Yeah, fact.
But everyone have a good night. I'm about to go to bed. I just wanted to give that word.
For sure. I appreciate you for tapping in, Queen.
Yes, good night.
Rest well. To each one, teach one, overload. All right, let's have somebody else up in here. Yeah, make sure y'all say them seeds, man, because I'm telling you, man. If y'all go back to my live when I said I'm not a prepper, but I am prepared. I spoke about seeds, how they are passing laws to even ban seeds from being sold. It's crazy, man. It's a lot going on out here. You feel me? But hey, all right. So, Bell, let me scroll down. Let me see what else we got going on. We got Let me see. Let me add another guy in here. We got Retros Tyson. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class, God.
What's going on, man?
What's poppin', God? How you feeling?
Man, I'm doing good. I just came on here briefly, to touch on what the Queen was saying, where she got off. Basically, I'm here to show this book, The Black Bible of Science. And basically, it goes into the melanin and everything like that, and how black woman is God, stuff like that. Then it goes into the system of the United States and everything like that.
Yeah.
And how basically, once your parents sign that birth certificate, you are now a corporation.
Facts.
You sign your rights and you sign yourself over to the state of states. And now, when you get letters in the mail and everything like that, your name is in all caps, which is a corporation. So what she was saying about categorizing us as black, these are labels to identify citizens of the United States. So basically, we are under the law. We are under the law every day, and this is a matrix. You know what I'm saying? This is a matrix, and I want y'all to get this book and the Straw Man book. And basically, just educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is a self journey. This is like you have to really you have to walk this shit every day. Like, you gotta walk this shit. You gotta know who you are, and you gotta let these public servants know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Just educate yourself and stuff. This is a whole self journey and stuff like that. You have to know what's going on out here, what happened after the Civil War, things like that. So I'm just here to let my melanated kings and queens know, get on this book and the Straw Man book too.
That's a powerful book too.
Yeah. It really
Yeah,
is. It really is. Like it really is. But I just wanted to get on here. Like I can go. It's like I can go days and days
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about it. But you know what I'm saying. I just want to since the queen brung it up. Now
yeah.
we on it. I want everybody to stand up for yourself and know who you are. And you know what I'm saying? Like just like the IRS is a corporation, you see they just hired like 15,000 more workers or whatever like that. Now
Facts.
they coming with their own armed forces and stuff like that. Be ready. Just be
Ready,
ready. So, you know
ready.
what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I appreciate you for letting me join and stuff like that.
I appreciate you for coming on and sharing that and sharing the energy and the information, God.
Appreciate you. Y'all be easy.
For sure.
All right.
Powerful. Yeah, make sure y'all get that book, especially the straw man. If y'all don't know what the straw man is, let me see. Let me ask somebody. Matter of fact, let me go to these questions over here real quick. Display for me. Let me go to these questions real quick. So somebody said, bro said, not a question, but I am ready for the retreat. Yeah, the retreat coming soon, y'all. The retreat coming soon. Retreat coming soon. Let's see. Have you gone into the void during your meditation? The void. What is your definition or perspective of void? So I don't really understand in that. Somebody asked, is papaya seeds a natural birth control? Most definitely. Papaya seeds is definitely a natural birth control for sure. And it's a natural parasite cleanse. Somebody asked, what is the syrup you put in your smoothie bowl? I put date syrup in my smoothie bowl. Date syrup. I use agave here and there, but I mostly use date syrup, less processed. Let me see. I don't know what you mean by that. All right, y'all. So let me ask somebody else. Let me see what y'all talking about in this real quick. If you're pregnant, don't have papaya seeds for sure. Exactly. So is papaya healthy to eat while pregnant? Papaya, yes, not the seeds. Do not eat the seeds while pregnant. You can eat the papaya, but not the seeds. Dates are lit. Facts. I love dates. I love dates. I'm finna ask somebody else on here real quick. Display you for me. Word to my mamas, B. You know what I mean? For me, I'm ready for the retreat. Yeah, all y'all ready for the retreat? Oh, this is lovely. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I love it. I love it. All right, so bet. Will the retreat be for women as well? Yes, it's going to be a co-op, right? So you can bring a friend, whatever the case may be. This is why it's actually taking a little minute for me to, set the dates for the retreat because I want it to be co-op. You know what I mean? I want to add, another queen, a goddess, you know what I mean, to assist as well, because I don't want it to just be me. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be for women and men. We come together, you know what I'm saying? Acupuncture, gonna be there. Masseuse gonna be there. I'm communicating with this one group of individuals that run a business that teaches you how to do breath work to release trauma. We're gonna be doing camping, firework, firewood, cooking outside, outside meditation, releasing rituals and ceremonies, manifestation rituals and ceremonies. Like, yeah, the retreat gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a real experience, man. It's gonna be a real experience. So yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope. I'm just working out the kinks, you know what I'm saying? And then, I'm gonna drop the dates. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the food, yeah, for sure. The vegan chef, yeah, the food, that's automatically. So basically, you know what I'm saying? This is just a brief breakdown, a slight breakdown, everything I just said. And then also you paying for a ticket or you paying for your room is paying for everything. It's paying for the massages, the acupuncture, you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I'm saying? You got snacks as well. Like everything is paid for. Once you pay for your room, once you pay for your spot, whatever the case may be, everything come with it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the juices, we're gonna have the smoothies. You know what I'm saying? It's going crazy. It's going up, y'all. I ain't got the dates yet. But it's going down. I'm just letting you know that. Let me add somebody else on here. Let me scroll down. So we got Endo Luciano. You raised your hand, come on to the front of the class, man. Yeah, it's gonna be worth the price for sure. I promise you that. Yo,
What's the deal? What's the deal, God?
what's poppin', guy? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm at work right now, so I got like 3 questions for you.
So,
I came across your page. It's like, bro, you remind me of myself. I'm 25. I'm in Michigan. I'm on my blood too. I ain't even gonna lie. So I was back in the day.
for
I
sure.
changed my ways and shit. You feel me?
For sure.
So yeah. So I be in Michigan a lot, and you feel me? Detroit. You know they trying to kill us off in Detroit so bad, man. It ain't really no seeds. No seed fruits around here. I mean, it is, but I eat my little cherries and stuff like that. But like, I got like what herb, like where you find your herbs at, bro? Like,
My herbs.
yeah.
Yeah, so I get mine wholesale.
Uh,
What's the spot? What's the online spot? It's called hold on real quick. Let me go grab the book for you.
yes, sir.
So it's called Star West. So I get my herbs wholesale. It's called Star West Botanicals. I know most of y'all probably done seen this already.
Yes, sir.
But this is where I get my herbs from. I get them wholesale because I got a business. You know, that's how I can get them wholesale.
Okay.
Of course, they got all the herbs you may need.
Yeah, I was just on your website like 2 days ago, and I was about to buy because I ain't gonna lie, I've been fasting for like not fast. I've been on the fruit fast for like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
like 2 weeks straight, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't even want to go back to eating. And I stopped smoking like 2 weeks ago too.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
feel me? And
Beautiful.
man, and to be honest, bro, I don't even want to go back to eating all that processed food and all that. Cause I would go crazy on
Yeah.
that shit,
So
dog. I used to love that shit, dog. And I had to
yeah.
stop because like my body, like I knew my body was telling me something was wrong with my body,
Yeah.
but me smoking the weed, all type of shit, like I used to be like, man, fuck it. But like shit, one day, like man, I was having like real bad stomach problems and like my stomach was getting bloated. You feel me? And I was having like real bad growing pains and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, I'm about to just. And I be reading Dr. Sebi a lot too, but I know they be tampering with his books and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, and like, man, and I just want to shit, man. I fuck with you heavy, bro. Like
So
real
I
shit, bro. Like
appreciate
I
that.
fuck with you heavy, bro. Like
Yeah, I
you remind,
appreciate
like
it.
I said, bro. You remind me of myself, and it's like, damn, bro. Like, I be like, oh, bro, you be talking just like me and all type of shit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
all the way in Detroit and shit, and like I be trying to like I be trying to travel around the world so I can just really just talk to my people and really
Yeah.
just like you feel me, get the energy from my people. Cause I mean I know we fucked up out here, man. A lot of us is really fucked up. We sick out here. So you
Yeah.
feel me? So I'm just trying to, man. I've been watching you like a motherfucker. I be on this bitch every time you do a gathering, bro. I'm on this motherfucker. Like
So,
I support you to the fullest, bro. Like
so,
for sure. So whatever you be on, bro. I'm down for it. I'm down for it, bro.
so I appreciate that, guy, bro. I do want to say, bro, I'm proud of your journey, bro. I'm proud of you making those conscious decisions and steps, you know, a
Yeah,
few weeks ago, bro. Like that's amazing, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. And stay on it. You know what I'm saying? And always remember, bro, the journey is the destination, and one brick a day, you will eventually have a house. So just
yes,
take your
sir.
time, be hard on yourself, bro, and just keep it moving, bro.
And I'm a 5%er. You feel me?
Yeah,
I be reading a lot of Elijah Muhammad books. I be reading How to Eat to Live, Fall of America, Message to the Black Man. I'm still reading that right now, and it's like, man, like, and I be reading a lot of Dr. Sebi and stuff like that, and I be trying to figure out like some stuff like Elijah Muhammad say is good for us. Dr. Sebi some say it's good, so I be in this bitch confused as hell half of the
yeah,
time. Like
yeah,
I be like, bro, I don't know what the hell we should eat, and so that's why I just eat straight fruit and stuff like that. And then I was the one who asked about the seedless fruit, cause like I ain't gonna lie, I was eating a lot of motherfucking grapes, and they was
yeah.
like seedless like a mother, but I was just banging them motherfuckers like the other day. I ain't even gonna lie. So I'm like, damn, you saying put the seedless, and I got some little fruit juice right here. I'm at work and just chilling though, but like, I just want to ask you, I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous. I don't know why, but
You good, guy. You good.
because I know you got a lot of followers and shit. They watching,
Yeah.
and I just want to ask, you intermittent fast?
Do I? I only eat once a day.
Man, me too. I ain't even.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. If I do eat like twice a day, it's only fruit.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I do.
I only eat once. Well, as a meal. Yeah, I only
Yeah.
eat one meal a day. You know what I'm saying? And I eat between 3 and 6 p.m. And a lot of times, I will eat one day and I'll skip the next day eating. You know what I'm saying? So I can eliminate, you know what I'm saying? The DNA can repair itself, whatever the case may be, man. And majority of the time, it's not even, it's more so intentional for spiritual reasons, because when
Yes,
your
sir.
body is not utilizing that energy to digest, when you lay down for your flesh could rest, your soul and
Mm.
spirit start traveling. Your soul and spirit start going on a journey to other dimensions, and signs and symbols start coming to you through the subconscious mind. You know what I mean? So a lot of times it's mostly, of course, it has intention. So I definitely do that for sure.
Yeah, cause I be shit. I eat between 4 to 6. It's
Yeah,
like Elijah Muhammad said, I eat between the hours of 4 to 6. And like I said, if I do break fast, I only eat fruit or it's probably some sea moss. I ain't even
that's
gonna lie.
And you know,
Uh,
also I wanna emphasize, it's a reason why they tell us to sleep, right?
mm-hmm.
8 to 8 hours or 9 hours,
Right, right.
because in the same sentence they're telling us we need to eat 3 times. You know what I'm saying? 3 meals a day. And what's
Mm-hmm.
happening is when you eat 3 meals a day, now it's time to lay down. Your body is now utilizing all of its energy to digest. So for
Mm-hmm.
those that's not having dreams, that's not having travels, that's not journaling, that's not like not journaling, but going on journeys during your resting state, is because we're eating a lot. Our
Yeah.
body is utilizing its energy. So now our soul and spirit cannot not disconnect, but cannot, in a sense, disconnect from our flesh and start traveling and start meeting with other beings. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important to fast. It's very important to also not eat a few hours before you go to sleep. It's very
Right.
important to also not eat as much throughout the day. It's even in the
Mm-hmm.
scripts. When you read the Bible, it has a script in a Holy Bible itself and a Holy Quran. It says their stomachs has become their God.
Oh man, I
Their
just read that the other day.
stomachs has become their gods. Why? Because now we can't even control what we put inside of our mouth. Not only that, we can't even control how much we put inside of our mouth. And I'm guilty of that. A while
Me
back,
too.
my mama tell you, listen, I can eat the house down. She say this shit all the
Man,
time.
what?
She
Hell
used to say this
yeah,
shit
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
bro, you're eating the house down. I used to just eat. But as I
Bro,
got
like,
older and I got more conscious, and not only conscious, but I started to remember who I was, right? I
mm-hmm.
started to realize, like, although I enjoy food, I love food, I don't need food. And then on top
Exactly.
of that, with us being neuromelanated beings, with us being carbon beings, we are the closest to plants. So naturally, we only need 3 things. We only need water, sunlight, and oxygen. We don't even necessarily need food.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Man, because ever since I started this, man, I was asleep the other night. Like when I started, my dreams became more vivid, man.
yeah,
Like I heard a car motherfucking came past my house, and I heard that shit clear as day. I woke
yeah,
up quick as hell. Like what the fuck?
facts.
Like man, that shit, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I love this journey, man. And
yeah.
I love this journey,
Embrace
bro.
it, bro.
I don't even want to go back.
Embrace it. And like I said earlier, bro, always remember the journey is the destination, bro. There is no
Yes, sir.
set place that you need to be. You are exactly where you are supposed to be in this present moment. I articulated, I had an interview. I was on a Queen's podcast today. It was so beautiful. And I always
Mm,
and I illustrated and I drew this illustration, even when it comes to being present, right? A lot of times when we're in traffic, we get so caught up with trying to get where we're going. We get so caught up in rushing, right? And a school bus get placed in front of us. And now we're frustrated because this school bus is going slow and we're trying to go around a school bus. But yet when we get our perspective and be more present and realize and come from a different perspective, we'll understand that that school bus was placed in front of us to save us from the accident ahead. So it's very important to be present, embrace the journey, and always know that you are exactly where you are supposed to be right now.
Yeah, because man, my mama always told me because I got the same background as Dr. Sebi, because like, bro, I had a real bad asthma. I was always in the damn hospital and stuff like that. I used to eat a lot of I was a cookie head, bro. I used to bang cookies like a motherfucker, like, bro, like I was a real bad cookie monster, bro, like. And I just had the same. Bro. I swear to God, like I tell my mom come to the house like, bro, where are the cookies? I was like, man, them boys gone. Like I just bang them. But like, I was like, it's just so fucked up how like people don't even know like we guys and like our enemies like the real like they real like devils out here, bro. And it's like that shit crazy as hell. No, like when I became when I became on this journey, I started actually seeing. I work around a lot of white people, bro.
Yeah.
When I start, all that's white. I'm not trying to offend y'all, none of that jump. But like, I actually start to see their horns. When you want to steer right, they always steer you wrong, and you want to come. Like my mistake was giving all these white people what I learned, and they look at me like, damn. Some people get mad and actually want to try to kill me.
Yeah,
not gonna lie, and like that's why I'm scared. That's why I'm scared to go on this journey, because like. I'm not mentally ready, because like they kill all our black leaders, bro. They kill all our black leaders, bro. It's like, and I want to know, like, bro, they ain't never tried to tamper with none you did, bro.
Before I answer that, I'm gonna answer that. But before I answer that, I wanna elaborate on what you said. You said you called basically certain Europeans the devil.
Yeah.
What I need you to do is I want you to step back from a little minute and realize how powerful the devil is.
I know it's real.
So when you but pay attention though.
Devils are guys too, in a certain way, in a way.
Yeah, for sure. But and also understanding the truth, the esoteric truth, that's our brother. He fucked up pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But the perspective that I'm trying to give you is we gotta stop giving them that power.
Yeah.
We gotta stop calling them the Europeans or the beings that try to infiltrate us and to keep us in our lower state. We gotta stop giving them that power, because the devil is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we gotta stop giving them that power all at the same time while they're taking our power. So now they're taking our power and we're still giving them power. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now to answer your question, have they ever tampered with some of the things? I haven't experienced that.
So they never try to come at you like they ain't never try to like man, because I heard like because whatever his name Yaki, he said they didn't try to. He said, man, they did try to kill him a couple times. I was watching one of his interviews.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But
he said they tried to kill. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, and that's why like I said, like that's why like if I start this journey, like I said, I'm not mentally ready, because I know like. Because I know like the people I'm around, I'm like a leader to like not like a lot of people, but like the people I'm around, so they look at me like, damn, like where you getting this knowledge from? Like the shit I speak, people don't even the shit I talk about. Like people look at me like, oh, you became weird. Nah, I'm just being honest. Like I be posting on Facebook, and that's the one thing I gotta stop doing. I know the fucking internet. I know they be watching too.
But now I don't mean to cut your wisdom, God, but I don't feel the need that you need to stop doing that, bro. And the reason being is because the reason why I'm saying that is because even with you being on my live is dangerous. But but the thing is that as a neuromelanated being, as a neuromelanated carbon God, you need to be because when you're dangerous, now you're going to live, fight, die, and kill for a cause, even if that cause is for your people. Right? And the people that you're trying to, in a sense, wake up or become self-conscious. It's important to not stop, because at the end of the day, also, you got to realize the times that we in, right? It's so many of us that are in a sense, waking up. Yeah. And I don't like to necessarily use the word woke, because if you woke, you can get right back to sleep. But
Easily.
but just for lack of better words, if you look at our community, outside of the hood, you know what I'm saying, outside of the community that we grew up in, if you look at it's a mass awakening going on. On
Yeah.
top of that, you have to understand, and understand, bro, you are divinely connected. You are not only connected, you are divinely protected. So even with you, in my sense, even with me having these community gatherings and imputing the knowledge that I give out, the self-reflection and all of these things, I'm elevating, and I'm also living through y'all, and I'm gonna live forever regardless, because I got content everywhere, right? But because I know I'm divinely protected, even if, and quote unquote, even if I'm attacked or whatever the case may be, I know that I'm ascending regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, and then on top of that, being a dangerous neuromelanated God that you are, you got to be fearless, man. You have to be. You have to be. I spoke on a few weeks ago on my lives about how, you know, on this community gatherings, you know, people may look at me as the leader. People may look at me as this, that, and the third. But me, I look at myself as a soldier. I may give the orders. I may tell the soldiers what to do, but guess what? I'm gonna be front line with them.
Exactly.
And because the type of person that I am, I can't. It's hard for me, although I can be in that position. That's bull, but it's hard for me to give orders and not even implement the orders that I give. What I look like. You know what
Man,
I'm saying?
a
That's what me
lot of
being
people
in
do
the
that.
streets. That's what me being in the streets. I'm not finna go tell you to go hit something and I ain't coming with you.
Exactly.
Or you know what I mean? Like, I'm front line every time. Why? Because I'm fearless. First off, I'm dangerous. Yeah,
Exactly.
we got some entities that's dangerous. Well, guess what? I'm dangerous too. So what's happening? Win, lose,
Man,
or draw, it's finna go down.
man,
Win,
because
lose,
it's
or
gonna
draw,
happen.
we going to the max. And I'm front line
Exactly.
every time. So you gotta be dangerous. You gotta be fearless as a neuromelanated being, a God that you are. So continue releasing that. So continue releasing the information. But also, you know, even when you do get fearless, because we all get fearless. But the thing is that you must be brave. You must have courage, right? So when you do feel that fear or whatever the case may be, it's okay to take a step back and meditate, right? Sit in silence, because when you're in silence, you hear more. You know what I'm saying? Meditate, talk with the ancestors or God or Jesus, whatever you subscribe to. Talk with that entity or that being that you feel connected to protect you. And once you get done meditating and or praying, now you step back into your dangerous mode and you release the information that need to be released, so our people can so now you're the leader. So now you can lead our people to health and liberation and not death. Because we continue to accumulate this knowledge, as we continue to accumulate this wisdom, but yet we don't impute the wisdom into our people. What does that make us? That make us cowards now. If I have a son, I got a son, and I have wisdom. I done been down certain routes. So
I got
because
two
I have
kids.
knowledge, right? And because I have the wisdom, what I look like not telling him, hey, son, do not do that, because I know where that's going to lead. Do that.
Oh man, cause like my girl, like I'm like I be trying to force it on my kids, but my girl, she's so caught up in the matrix, she don't want to hear me. Like she
That
be having stuff wrong with her body.
it don't, and look, it don't matter. That's okay. Just make sure you set that foundation for the young gods. Like even my son, I got a son, right? And I feed him vegan food. I feed him natural, right? But the thing is, a part of me also want him to explore. I'm gonna give him the information about the meats, how they break down, et cetera, et cetera. If he go explore, go eat it, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, I set that foundation so you always have somewhere to come back to. So it don't matter what the mama doing. It don't matter about if you forcing it or not. Just set that foundation for your babies. So when they do branch off and they get older, and you keep giving them that information and you keep implementing that information inside of their subconscious, now as they get older, now they can make the conscious choice and decision to be like, oh nah, daddy, I'm going with daddy. I'm going with dad right now, because dad
Man,
talking about some shit. And then if we look at dad life, he's prosperous. You know what I'm saying? Because man, you let him who have eyes see, let him who have ears hear.
Man, exactly, man. That's what I be. That's what I be trying to tell them, man. I be trying to tell them. I be trying to tell people, bro. People don't want to. They think They think that I'm in this bitch just hallucinating. I'm like, nah, bro. Like I actually had real life health problems. It's like walking testimony. I be trying, and I'm like, I'm not fully healed, but like I'm trying to get healed. I'm trying to cleanse my body. I'm trying to do that. Then I be trying to tell, like, walk. I told my brother and them, like, my brother be preaching that spiritual shit, but we ain't even all the way there. And I told him, like, bro, we can't be leading the people wrong, bro. We can't be doing that. We can't be out here saying, oh, we this and that and doing this, and we sitting here smoking, eating meat and all type of bullshit. We can't be doing that, bro. You can't be saying you spiritual and you ain't walking this. I'm like, bro, you can't say you spiritual. You're not walking this path with me, bro. You feel me? And I got to it with him because he think I'm like, I ain't trying to like talk down on him, nothing, but I'm like, bro, I'm just being honest, bro. We got to cleanse our body, bro, to reach that higher self. So when somebody come and ask us, bro, what we do, we already on point and we smart enough and we 10 toes.
Facts.
And I be trying, like I said, I'm not a like you said, I don't feel like I'm a leader, but like I feel like one day, like, bro, we all gonna come together, bro, and we gonna lead our people into the hereafter. Because one day, bro, this whole system gonna fall. And I tell people this, like, bro, the system is gonna fall. The system's not gonna leave here forever. It's almost 6,000 years is up. 6,000 years is up.
Facts.
And I be trying to tell them, like, bro, our time is gonna be majority of us in here. Like, like you said, my kids are mixed. I'm not gonna lie, my kids are mixed. So like, the more we spread out, they don't want us to. That's why it's more gays.
They don't want us to do that.
Man, that's why it's a lot of gays, bro. That's why it's a lot of gay people out here. And they promote the LGBT.
Yeah. We ain't gonna tap in on that because that yeah. Don't even But I feel you on that. But see, they don't want us. They don't want us to do that. But and with you being a powerful God now, okay, now it's coming to me, bro. With you being a powerful God, bro, I'm gonna speak on two things before you go, and I'm gonna ask somebody else on here.
Yeah.
With you having mixed kids, right?
Yes,
I need you to be very aware, especially with the information that you're releasing. I need you to be very aware of your surroundings. And the reason why I'm saying this, and I'm not speaking on nobody, whatever the case may be, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking from your perspective and the message that I'm receiving. Have you ever seen the movie Judas and the Black Messiah?
Man, every time I watch that movie, I get angry as hell.
Okay, now I brought that up because with you releasing the messages and you're doing what you're doing, I need you to be very aware about your surroundings and the people, the places, and the things that you have around you. Now, however you perceive that message, that's only for you. Now, the next thing I want to elaborate before you go, and I'm gonna ask somebody else on here, is that I need you to understand, and understand the power and the frequency of our words, right? So with you keep saying try, you saying, man, I'm trying. You need to understand something, bro. Understand, and understand that the universe, God, your ancestors, whatever you shall subscribe to, only knows one answer. And that's yes. So with you continually saying, I'm trying, the response that you're going to get is saying, yes, you are trying, and you're going to continue to try. What you got to start changing up your verbiage, and you got to start speaking spells, real positive, high vibrational spells. Instead of saying try, I'm doing. I am getting better. My health is in order. I am doing the things that I need to be doing. Even if you're not doing it in that present moment, you speaking that into the universe, the trillions of cells that you're made up of, your triple helix, your DEA, not DNA, but your DEA that's inside of you is going to respond to the frequency of what you're saying. And now you have no choice but to do.
Thank you, bro. Man, I appreciate that, bro.
Gratitude, God. Again, man, I appreciate you. I honor you. I respect you, and I am truly proud of your journey, bro. And continue on your journey, and always remember, bro, the journey is the destination.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.
Love you, God. Have a good night.
You too.
Powerful, man. I love my guys, man. I love my guys. I love my goddesses too, but I feel more more empowered to my gods because, you know, with me growing up, man, you know, that's what I wanted. You know what I mean? So with me being able to be around certain beings that can teach me as I got older and teaching myself, it's like, man, when I see another God, I see myself, and it's like, come here. I got you, bro. Come here. Don't even worry about it. I got you, God. Come here. Come here. You needed to come here, God. I got you, bro. I got you. That's what we need. Even in the goddess community, right? We need the queens looking at other queens as looking at themselves and saying, Queen, come here. I got you. Queen, come here. I got you. That's what we need. We need each other, y'all. We need each other, man. We need each other, man. It's powerful, man. It's powerful. Let me see. I see some more questions on here real quickly. Split, you feel me? 666, we the beast. They fear we the powerful ones. For sure, for sure. For those that don't know what 666 is, don't get scared. Don't get spooky. 666 is nothing but 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, which creates carbon, neuromelanin. All right, let me see what else was going on real quickly. Split. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody asked, how do you maintain your weight only eating once a day, especially working out in the gym? That's a great question. So right now I weigh 175. I've been weighing 175 for about 7 to 8 years since I came home from playing football, right? Well, no, not 7 to 8 years, about 6 years. Because when I got out, that's when I went to play football. So yeah. So I've been 175 for about 5 to 6 years now. When I was playing football, right, I was 220. I was so much more bigger. And I was bigger because I was eating a lot. I was eating the college. The college I was playing football at, they're feeding you breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, right? Then after dinner, they're bringing you snacks, right? So I was eating, and I was so much more bigger. When I dropped out of college, right, and became home with the mission of being self-sufficient, and you know, I changed my diet. I switched my diet. Let me see. Yeah, I switched my diet, right, and I stopped eating how much I was eating, and I realized that over time, 175 is my natural weight, right? So honestly, it don't matter how much I eat or how much I don't eat. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to eating once a day and maintaining my weight, this is my natural weight, right? So this is another thing, another point that I always make with people that say, okay, what herbs can help me, can help me gain weight, or what herbs, or you know what I'm saying, I need to gain weight, whatever case may be. I always ask, how about we look at it from the perspective of maybe this is just my natural weight. Yeah, I can eat a lot, and of course I'm gonna gain weight, but what if this is just my natural weight? So I just realized that 175 is my natural weight. Now, when it comes to working out in the gym, I'm gonna just keep it gangster with you. I'm a God. I have God DNA inside of me. My mom would tell you, I cannot work out for a whole year. Literally, I can go to the gym for 2 weeks after that whole year, and I'm back like I'm, you feel me? Like my mom would tell you, like all it takes is 2 weeks for me. I got God DNA inside of me. So when it comes to working out, you know, you just got to apply it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got DNA. We got DEA, etheric acid, not ribose nucleic. We got etheric acid. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, it just take 2 weeks in the gym. You feel me? 2 weeks. Oh yeah. Do some squats. Yeah. Rack them weights up. You feel me? That's all it takes. 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm back in the game. I'm back like I never left. Yeah. God DNA, you know. God DEA, you feel me? All right, let me look. I'm gonna add one person in here, y'all, and then we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna add one more person, then we're gonna get up out of here. Let me see. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll down. Boom. So we got the conscious vegan. What's popping, Queen? You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. Why y'all laughing at me, man? Why y'all laughing at me, man?
What's up? Can
Popping.
y'all hear me?
Yes, Queen. We can hear you loud and clear. How you feeling?
What's up, y'all? I feel amazing. I feel blessed
Yes.
for the platform. Thank you for allowing me to get on. Yo, I've been taking notes, all right? I got like 4 pages.
Wow.
But let me see. Let me see what I got here. First of all, somebody, I guess, the brother that was on here before, and I guess, it sounded like he had some fear in him. And I just want to say, like, y'all, we need to come together. We need to join forces. I feel like if we join forces, there's nothing to fear. Like, they are going to bow down to us. There might be some bloodshed at first, but we will be victorious when we come together. But that's only going to happen if we tap into God. You know yourself and do what you're supposed to do. So, get in nature, eat clean, all of that.
Yes.
But all right, I got multiple points, so let me go back. Okay, and I wanted to touch on the thing, I'm biracial, right? And as a biracial, I always kind of felt disconnected from my culture. And they did that for a reason, y'all. I've never felt watered down. I always, like, deep down knew I was a conscious being. I knew that I was powerful, because I never felt watered down. I want to remind y'all that our ancestors, we have biracial ancestors as well. As African Americans, they used to rape, they used to rape our women. So a lot of us were biracial, and we went through the same shit. And a lot of us as women, biracial or not, we carry that. You're biracial, you're powerful, you carry your ancestors in you, no matter who your parents are. But yeah, you got me like in my bag right now. Like, I don't even go on live, but y'all was talking spicy, and I was taking notes.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah, something that had me cracking up. I'm from New York. I just moved from New York to Texas, and New York, like, when you was talking about the sun, that shit was hitting me because in New York we don't have a lot of sun, so like you could always tell the difference between like I don't want to. I mean, fuck it, I'm gonna just talk how I talk, but like hood niggas from Harlem and like hood niggas from the West Coast, because like they get that melanin. That's why you got the Tupacs and Nipsey Hussle. So like we really need to get out in the sun, y'all. Get out of those brick buildings and expose yourself to the sun. And I feel the difference already now that I'm in Texas and that sun is hitting me like hard every day. Like, it's hot in Texas, y'all. Get in the sun. But I was cracking up when sis was like, "Oh, it's $25 for a watermelon in New York." Like, it would be like about $30, but I know she's asleep now. But y'all just learn how to negotiate, okay? Stop letting these people play with you.
Man.
But yeah, man, I told you I got mad notes here.
Yeah, go ahead. Get in your bag, Queen. We here.
Let me see.
We here.
Oh, and I'm also looking forward to that retreat. I know you said that you're looking for another goddess, and I don't know. Part of me wants to volunteer, but I got mad shit going on. But even if we collab on something like that just yet, I'm just so looking forward to it, and I definitely want to be in attendance. So looking forward to that. For real.
I love it. Yeah, I'm excited for the retreat too, man. I'm super excited, man. I want it to be, well, it's going to be an experience that I'm not even able to put into the English language. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be pure energy, frequency, and vibration felt to the point where even when we go back to our family or to try to explain it, it's just like, it's one of those, like, you just had to be there.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. That's gonna be amazing. What's understood don't need to be explained because I already, But man, I'm all over the place. But I'm just grateful, for what you're doing. Talking to the people like this, sharing your platform with me. Man, I want followers is on here. Hey y'all, definitely follow this king right here. He's like, I don't know, like on social media, like, I got this discernment because, I'm really, like, I feel like God is really in me. I mean, of course he's in all of us, but it just feel like God hit me a little different. And like discernment, right? And I feel like a lot of people in this space, they frauds. I'm gonna keep it 100. They frauds. I feel that realness from you, even through these phones, So
Thank you.
I fuck doing but yeah, man.
These are portable devices. It's the reason why they call it portal
Right.
device. It's a portal. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, you know, we're all connected. We're connected yet attached to nothing. So us being connected, you know, and feeling that energy amongst each other, me, you, and every being that's in this live is, you know, that and you know, it's interesting that you brought that up and that we speaking on this, because my last live, it was my first time going live within like 2.5 weeks, right? And I was trying to meditate, right? I was trying to, but I couldn't focus. But when I got up and I was like, man, I can't focus, just forget it, because I'm not going to force it. I felt that. I'm like, oh, the energy tonight is going to be powerful. Literally last week, as I'm speaking, everybody else lights on. My entire apartment went black. Wi-Fi went out, no lights, everything went black. And and that's because of the energy, the connectedness between me, you, and every being that was on this live. It was just so, it was so energetically powerful, to the point where, shit, you know, the superpowers unleashed. You know what I'm saying? I illustrated that, you know, if you watch the superhero movies, when the superheroes come down to earth, shit happen, blackouts, it start thundering and lightning and you know what I mean? So, and with us having this God DA, with us having this God energy, when we do come together, we create madness and destruction, yet beauty, all at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting that you brought that up. I just want to piggyback, but yeah, it was truly an honor for you to be on this live, and I'm so happy and honored that you joined the community. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
For sure. You have a beautiful night.
Likewise. Peace,
All right,
y'all.
man. Peace. Powerful, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man. You know, the gods, man. The gods and goddesses is intense. Look, y'all, we about to get up out of here, man. I know it's powerful. I know every time when I get up out of here, man, people get disappointed, and you know, it's 11:15 here. You know what I'm saying? So we about to go on to get up out of here. You know how I like to end with prayer, man. I just want to first, before I even start prayer, right? I just want to give honor and thanks to every being that joined the community tonight, that's in the community, every being that, you know, came on the live, that asked questions. I just give honor and thanks, because like I always say, man, it wouldn't be a community gathering without the community. You know what I'm saying? So I just give honor and thanks, and I thank y'all for being a part of the community. You know what I'm saying? Engaging with me, being present with me. You know what I'm saying? Asking questions and all of the above. What is time? Time is an illusion. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You 100% right. Yeah. So, but yeah, I just give honor and thanks to each and every last one of y'all, man. I'm truly grateful. You know what I'm saying? I'm truly thankful for each and every last one of y'all. Yeah, we about to get up out of here. So let's end with the proper way, with prayer. I want to give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have put me in a position to obtain knowledge, to not only to obtain this knowledge, but to convert and transmute this knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach myself, but the people, places, and things around me. Also send that same energy out to every being that's on this live, to every being that's going to watch this live, to be able to obtain the knowledge and the truth and the frequency of truth and power of life and love that was spoken on this live, to obtain it and not only transfer it, but also transmute that knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach themselves, but the people, places, and things around them. I give honor and thanks, and I speak life and power into every being on this live, to every being that will watch this live. And I also give nothing but honor, thanks, life and power, and speak life and power into the powers that be. Ashe, amen, amen, and all of the above that you shall subscribe to. Before you go, I have one more thing to say. I come as I am. I am who I am. Who I am not, I will never be. Love me for me, or do not love me at all. I am a great man, and I'm going to show you how great I am. I shall leave as I come. Peace.